Hello, everybody, and welcome in here to Claude Smith Field on the campus of Mercer University for today's Game 2 of the GISA AA Championship game between the Terrell Academy Eagles and the Edmund Burke Academy Spartans. I am Brant Daughtry, alongside me, Brett Taylor and Kenny Kofer, set to bring you today's action.
Yeah, it should be a good matchup as coming in here in Game 2. Edmund Burke with a 1-0 lead after their 12-0 victory yesterday morning, and they're hoping to wrap up this series here in game number 2. Terrell, of course, obviously trying to extend this to 3 games as we are about to have the prayer and national anthem. So why don't we take a quick break and then come right back with the first pitch and more and starting lineups and everything else here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Founded in 1985, the Georgia Independent School Association proudly represents nearly 170 accredited private, independent, and parochial schools across the state. From Tallulah Falls to St. Simon's Island, from Columbus to Augusta, our schools serve over 76,000 students every year. Whether parents are interested in smaller class sizes, more individual attention, a religious-based curriculum, or a safe and structured environment, the GISA provides a strong education, which is the foundation for success. To learn more about the GISA and how they can serve your school, visit us online at www.gisaschools.org.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is entering its 6th year of broadcasting in the Central Georgia area. MGSN has been there for region championships, state championships, home runs, dunks, and many other outstanding achievements during prep action. We continue to be committed to bringing the best streaming product of prep sports in the Peach State. We thank our advertising partners for supporting our broadcast, and we greatly appreciate all the fans who view our coverage. Be sure to tune in throughout the 2018 and 2019 year for live GISA action.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Claude Smith Field at Mercer University. Getting ready for the first pitch between the Terrell Academy Eagles and the Edmund Burke Spartans. We will go down our starting lineups. First for Terrell Academy, who will be the away team in this game. Leading off will be Daniel Myers, the center fielder. Batting second will be Garrett Sloan, the pitcher. Batting third, Cameron Jones, the shortstop. Cleanup spot will be Jay Murdoch, the third baseman, and 5 will be Quintard Q. Wright. He will be in left field. Batting sixth is Ethan Gay, the first baseman. He was the winning pitcher of yesterday's game. Batting seventh will be Ross West, the right fielder, Batting eighth and in the DH spot will be Landon Corey. He will be batting for the catcher, number 7, Cole Lewis. And rounding out the order will be Jake Donaldson, the second baseman. Moving over to the Edmund Burke Spartans starting lineup. Batting first will be the pitcher, Mason Boswell. Batting second will be the first baseman, Jalen Glisson. Jonathan Duffy will bat third and play shortstop. Batting cleanup is Parker Thompson, who will be behind the plate today as the catcher. Batting fifth is Blake Harrison, who will be at second base. Jeremy Gay will be the center fielder. He will be batting sixth. He was the winning pitcher of yesterday's game, Batting seventh will be Joey Wall, the left fielder. Batting in the 8 hole will be Trent Williams. He will be playing third base. Rounding out the order, batting ninth, Kay Johnson, and he will be in right field.
Should be a good matchup. Beautiful afternoon, or mid-morning, I should say, for baseball. 10:30 right on the nose, and it's 79 degrees and sunny here in Macon. Supposed to get up to a high of 91 today, so it's going to be a little warm as things go on. And again, the schedule for today will be the AA Game 2 here this morning. The IF game would follow right after this about 1:30, and the Game 2 of the AAA series would start around 5:30. Obviously, a lot of schools are graduating, Brant, and as a result, they've had to kind of shift the schedule around. And Dominion Christian, I think, is graduating this afternoon, so that's the reason for them playing a little bit later. But now ready for pitch number 1, and here's Brant Daughtry.
Yep, Mason Boswell getting the start today for Edmund Burke, and he will be facing Daniel Myers, the lefty on lefty here. And there's a strike 1 on the outside corner. Good start.
Yep, absolutely. And time of first pitch, 10:29, so a little early, and can never complain about that.
Nope. And that one too far outside, evens the count at 1-1.
Go ahead, Brett.
Oh, no, I just would saying it would be interesting to see if Edmund Burke can continue the offensive production from yesterday as that ball is skied foul out of play.
Tell you, Boswell likes to work quickly, doesn't he?
That's a sign of a good pitcher, because a lot of times that helps your defense. They don't have to sit back on their heels, always ready.
That one grounded to shortstop. Gloves, guns. Got it there in time.
So good play right there. Early out is always good to try to settle yourself in the game, and Edmund Burke does a good job from the shortstop position there getting the first out.
Yeah,
good stretch by the first baseman as well.
Yeah, not an easy play right there, but the 6-3 ground out takes care of Myers, and Garrett Sloan will come up. He will get the start on the mound for Terrell whenever they come up for defense. Tall, long right-hander. And he looks at strike 1 on the inside corner.
This umpire is going to call strikes, and that's going to make this a lot easier. Swing the bats. That's why you're here.
Absolutely. That one lifted into center. Going back as the center fielder. He's got a beat on it. Makes the catch. 2 down.
So just like that, 2 up, 2 down, and an easy first 2 outs here for Edmund Burke. Ground out to shortstop and in the sky out to center field. And just like that, the Spartans are trying to get in their dugout to get the bats going again. Terrell's got to figure out a way to answer this pitching from both Game 1 and here to start Game 2. That one's low.
Yeah, this is Cameron Jones, the shortstop, batting in the 3-hole.
Terrell, of course, team that knocked off the, 5-time defending state champs.
That ball popped foul back over our heads. Strike 1.
And the Piedmont Cougars. So they came in hot, but right now they're kind of running into a little bit of a buzzsaw in the Edmund Burke Spartans.
Yeah, yesterday their bats just came alive. There was actually ended up run ruling the Eagles. The ball high and inside, 2-1.
How about Terrell, though? They're playing for state championships and football and baseball this year.
The girls played for it in basketball as well.
That ball grounded through the 6-hole, and that'll be a single into left field. So the first hit comes with 2 outs in the top of the first in the way of Cameron Jones. And that will bring up Jay Murdoch, the third baseman.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, he is. He looks like he's got some power for sure.
And
it will go lefty on lefty here.
Not a whole lot of wind looking out at the American flag, but it's kind of tucked behind that tree. So looking out left side, you can see it blowing out the left.
Strike on the outside corner.
I'm digging the uniforms by Edmund Burke.
Yeah, they're sweet.
Yeah, those old Houston Astro style uniforms.
Very nice.
Big swing and a miss by Murdoch. 0-2 quickly.
Yeah, he elevated that pitch, and going after it was the cleanup hitter and wasn't able to connect. Look how far the second baseman's playing out on the grass.
Yeah, he's deep. Ooh.
55-footer gets away from the catcher. Throw to second. Game off the bag.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So, no hits. No, 1 hit. No errors. None left. Edmund Burke hangs a 0 up on Terrell. And we will go to the bottom of the first here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Founded in 1985, the Georgia Independent School Association proudly represents nearly 170 accredited private, independent, and parochial schools across the state. From Tallulah Falls to St. Simon's Island, from Columbus to Augusta, our schools serve over 76,000 students every year. Whether parents are interested in smaller class sizes, more individual attention, a religious-based curriculum, or a safe and structured environment, the GISA provides a strong education, which is the foundation for success. To learn more about the GISA and how they can serve your school, visit us online at www.gisaschools.org.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is entering its 6th year of broadcasting in the Central Georgia area. MGSN has been there for region championships, state championships, home runs, dunks, and many other outstanding achievements during prep action. We continue to be committed to bringing the best streaming product of prep sports in the Peach State. We thank our advertising partners for supporting our broadcast, and we greatly appreciate all the fans who view our coverage. Be sure to tune in throughout the 2018 and 2019 year for live GISA action.
Hello and welcome back to Claude Smith Field here on the campus of Mercer University. It is a beautiful day here in Macon, Georgia. Currently 80 degrees and sunny here at 10:30 in the morning. Terrell Academy coming out to play defense. Edmund Burke getting ready to come up to bat. Leading off will be Mason Boswell, followed by Jalen Glisson, and Jonathan Duffy will be the guaranteed hitters for Edmund Burke in this inning. And getting the start on the mound, like we said, for Terrell will be Garrett Sloan, big, long right-hander.
And go ahead, Brett.
No, I was just going to say we'll see if Edmund Burke picks up where it left off in Game 1, where they scored 12 runs in just 6 innings, and really just five. Yeah.
Yep.
And really dominated play from the offensive perspective. Obviously, they were good on the mound, not giving up a run. So, right now it's do or die for Terrell. They can't get behind in this game and expect to keep themselves alive in this series.
They definitely got the advantage right now.
Mason Boswell digs in, looks at ball one low. It's not very tall, Boswell.
They must have some speed, though, batting in the leadoff position.
Mm-hmm. Good strike there.
It's an absolutely perfect day.
Yeah, it's beautiful,
Here.
but it's going to get steamy later on.
Yeah, I think Double A lucked out playing early.
That ball grounded past the pitcher. Second baseman can't field it, and Boswell's going to beat out the throw. Throw was never even made, so we'll see what they call it.
That's
going to call an error.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, he should have had that. It just could never gain control, and with a quick runner in the leadoff position, you're rarely going to make that play.
Yeah, it would have been a tough play, but an error nonetheless, so that'll bring up Jalen Glisson, the first baseman. He's a big, long right-hander, squats in his stance. Looks at strike one.
Tell you what, he's bringing it in the mound. That's
Oh, yeah.
got some heat.
He's bringing it, and he's throwing strikes so far. Unfortunate for him, his second baseman had trouble with that first ground ball. See if Edmund Burke has the same success to getting the ball to the outfield as they did yesterday, as that's a throw back over to first, and he's back in safely. Hit a lot of balls to the fence yesterday, doubles. Didn't have one in either game get close to a home run, really.
No. But the wind's blowing out there to that left field corner. That was just off the plate, I guess.
Yep, looked outside. You know, we discussed it yesterday in Game 1. This is a much bigger field than these kids are used to playing in. 330 and 320 to the left and right field, respectively. 400 to straightaway center. That one's grounded to second. Only one play.
I would say
Glisson moves the runner over.
Yeah, I would say that most fields are probably right around 300 down the lines. I know we do Westfield primarily, and I think they're, 380?
380 to straightaway, I think.
Yeah, 380. So about this one, from what we're used to seeing, is probably about 20 feet further back on both the lines and the center field.
Yeah, I think it's more the gaps in center field that is the difference for them. I don't know if the lines are too big of a difference.
One foul tipped into the glove. This is Jonathan Duffy, the shortstop.
So now runner in scoring position for Edmund Burke.
Yeah,
with one out.
You hit one of these gaps, it'll roll for a long way.
That's the thing about playing
foul.
at this type of venue for the outfielders. If one gets past you,
You got a long way.
I mean, you got a long way to run, and you got a speedy guy who gets one in the gap. You may be looking at a triple or in the Parker.
And one thing I've noticed about this
we saw at least one triple yesterday. We might have seen two. I don't really remember.
Oh.
That one way outside. Wild pitch, and the runner will advance to third.
Oh, what a great throw down.
That was close.
Look at that ricochet off of that brick wall back there. And the catcher did. He made a great throw. Now they're a little bit of a banged up. I don't know what.
The third baseman looks like his arm, maybe?
No, I think they might have got spiked or something.
Oh.
Yeah, there was a bit of a collision at third, and third baseman might be hurt just a little bit.
Coach Broxton.
Doesn't look too bad, but.
From Edmund Burke coming over and checking on him. Also, looks like maybe the trainer from Terrell coming out. Yeah, he beat the throw in, but you're right. I'm watching the replay. It looks like he got hit on his lower part of his leg as he slid in.
Obviously, these kids play with the metal spike, so that doesn't feel too good. But glad to see him back on his feet. Sure, he's got a nice little cut or so somewhere on his lower leg, but glad to see he's up and ready to go. Ain't gonna miss this.
Mm-hmm. So 1 out now, a runner 90 feet away, 1-2 the count, and a chance to drive in the first run of the game for Edmund Burke here.
Yeah, a ball lifted to the outfield will drive in Mason Boswell. Surprised Boswell didn't get a courtesy runner.
Is he
He's the pitcher.
Is he? Okay, yeah.
This is
he's
Duffy.
got speed.
This is Jonathan Duffy. That ball grounded. That's going to get into right field for a single, and that'll bring home the first run of the game for Edmund Burke.
So a good piece of hitting there behind the count, and he just kind of slaps it through that 3-4 hole over there on the right side of the infield, and just like that, Terrell Academy finds itself behind in the game, 1-0.
And Edmund Burke's just a great fundamental baseball team. You see them doing all the right things, and obviously, your head coach is a former major league player. He knows he paid attention.
That ball lifted high into center, coming on, having a read on it. Center fielder who will make the catch.
Good play out there by the center fielder.
So 2 down for Edmund Burke, and that'll bring up Blake Thompson.
But for Terrell here, you get out of this maybe only giving up 1 run. You got to feel good about yourself. You're still in the ball game, obviously, and it's not an insurmountable lead. Umpire stepping out, calling time, I think, because that bat hadn't been picked up between the on-deck circle and home plate.
I don't know what they're feeding the boys over in Waynesboro, but they got some big kids, man.
Well, look at Coach Broxton.
A lot of pop.
He's a big man, too.
I know. They corn-fed, man.
Big cut right there. Didn't connect for Blake Harrison, so 0-1.
That's farm country, right?
Yeah.
Over in that area, Waynesboro.
I would say Terrell's got 13 down there at third base. He's a big boy as well, so.
That ball popped up. Going back, shortstop, center fielder converging, and left fielder.
Ooh.
Shortstop snow-coned it.
Ooh.
Probably smart, though. He probably prevented a collision out there by side-swiping the catch there. But I'll kick it back over to you, Brant. Sorry.
Yep. You're good. So that pop fly is made by the shortstop. 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left. 1 run comes across. Early lead for Edmund Burke. Terrell will try to get it back when we come back here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Founded in 1985, the Georgia Independent School Association proudly represents nearly 170 accredited private, independent, and parochial schools across the state. From Tallulah Falls to St. Simon's Island, from Columbus to Augusta, our schools serve over 76,000 students every year. Whether parents are interested in smaller class sizes, more individual attention, a religious-based curriculum, or a safe and structured environment, the GISA provides a strong education, which is the foundation for success. To learn more about the GISA and how they can serve your school, visit us online at www.gisaschools.org.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is entering its 6th year of broadcasting in the Central Georgia area. MGSN has been there for region championships, state championships, home runs, dunks, and many other outstanding achievements during prep action. We continue to be committed to bringing the best streaming product of prep sports in the Peach State. We thank our advertising partners for supporting our broadcast, and we greatly appreciate all the fans who view our coverage. Be sure to tune in throughout the 2018 and 2019 year for live GISA action. The Middle Georgia Sports Network.
University, Edmund Burke leading Terrell Academy 1-0 after scratching across a run in the bottom of the first. We'll go to the top of the second. Jay Murdoch will be back up after the wild pitch threw out the runner from going from first to second during his at-bat, so he stays up, gets a whole new count, which is a good news for him because he was at 0-2 in his last time. Popped into right field, first baseman going back. Everybody coming in. Second baseman eventually gets it, calls everybody off, makes the catch. One away.
I was going to say, Kenny, that kind of speaks to what you talk about fundamentally sound right there. That's a tough play, but you could tell as soon as the second baseman made the call, they scattered.
Yeah, it was kind of comical to see because he really did. Whoever called it, the other two immediately took off in the opposite direction. So, yeah, good fundamentals there by Edmund Burke.
This is Q Wright, looks at strike one.
Good pitching right there, dropping that thing in. He doesn't throw the hardest, but looks like he's a good fundamental pitcher.
Oh.
Turned on that one, but that's
he did.
Foul.
So a very loud strike for Q Wright.
He squared that up, but just pulled it.
0-2.
Looked like Kenny's duck hooks.
That's it.
In golf.
I'm not good enough duck hook. I'm straight
Slicer,
my friend.
Yeah.
So
most
that ball
amateur swings
better
are.
than Tiger, though. Guess
Dude.
what Tiger's doing this weekend? Same thing I am. Not playing in the PGA.
Yeah, I was talking to my dad about that last night. They came over for dinner.
Tiger and I will have the same score this weekend.
Yep.
I don't think the schedule benefited him. The fact they've moved the PGA.
It's weird. I don't like that.
I don't either. I don't like the schedule this year. I think they're trying to do it to get everything over. But to me, that puts a major in every month. And for an old guy like that, it's going to be tough.
Yeah. There's a shot.
That ball shot into left. Good play by the left fielder. Got a good jump on it, and he's able to go over and make the grab.
But honestly, as good as Tiger's been playing lately, I don't think anybody's catching Koepka unless he just collapses.
Yeah, Koepka is
not this week.
I mean, he's unbelievable.
I mean, he's not like Tiger was, but he's a superstar.
This is Landon Corey, the DH. I had Ethan Gay in this spot in the batting order.
Well, that's who they gave it. Yep, we were right.
Nope, we were right. Announcer was wrong. Either way, that one's lifted into center. Has a beat on it. 3 up, 3 down goes Terrell Academy. We will go to the bottom of the second when we come back here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Its 6th year of broadcasting in the Central Georgia area. MGSN has been there for region championships, state championships, home runs, dunks, and many other outstanding achievements during prep action. We continue to be committed to bringing the best streaming product of prep sports in the Peach State. We thank our advertising partners for supporting our broadcast, and we greatly appreciate all the fans who view our coverage. Be sure to tune in throughout the 2018 and 2019 year for live GISA action.
Welcome back here to Claude Smith Field on the campus of Mercer University. Edmund Burke trying to pad a 1-0 lead over Terrell Academy. They will have Jeremy Gay, Joey Wall, and Trent Williams coming up. Jeremy Gay, the winning pitcher in yesterday's game. He's in center today.
And he's got to have some pitches left, too, in a closing situation, especially close out this game if you're thinking about winning a championship.
That one grounded to third. 1 pitch, 1 out. Good play over there at third base in the hot corner. And that'll bring up Joey Wall.
Well, good start there for Terrell.
Yeah, I was going to say Terrell, I think, lost 6 games this year. I think Edmund Burke's lost 4. So Terrell's not going to roll over. They're used to winning as well. So you would expect to see, I know baseball's not a game of runs, but you would expect to see at a certain point Terrell put pressure on EBA in this game.
That strike on the outside corner.
So it's the Fighting Cole Swindles versus the Fighting Jonathan Broxtons.
Exactly.
A couple famous alums. Although I don't think Jonathan went to Edmund Burke. I think he went to Burke County.
Yeah.
But obviously from the area.
I think his dad coached at Burke County maybe, or Edmund Burke. I don't know. But he's definitely from the area.
A lot of talent in that area. Didn't they have a really, really good football player there a couple years ago? I can't think of who it was.
Yeah, I don't remember his name, but I know who you're talking about.
That was way outside, but
he called that a strike?
Yeah, he called that a strike.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that was way outside. I don't know about that one.
Okay. That was
Samsonite.
Same previous pitch was in the same spot. He called that one a ball.
Ooh.
That was definitely a strike. So Joey Walsh strikes out looking on 2 strikes, and that'll bring up Trent Williams. Listen, if you've watched our broadcast before, you know I'm the guy who will defend umpires. My father is an umpire. I understand, like,
Your grandfather's an umpire.
my grandfather is not an umpire, but
You're the Carey family of umpires.
so I'm the defender of the umpires. But sometimes I see a call and there's no defending it. Sometimes there's no defending a call.
Ooh.
That one high.
So your grandfather's Harry, your dad's Skip.
Does that mean you're Chip?
No, his brother's Chip, and your Lip.
Because you talk, right? No, who's the Chip Carey's son is helping out with their broadcast now, isn't he?
I saw that the other night.
He's he's their statistician now.
Yeah, and then there's a new
Man, it would
minor
be nice
league
to have a
team,
statistician.
I believe in like Huntsville or somewhere in Alabama, called the Trash Pandas.
That's
Oh
awesome.
yeah,
I don't even know what that is.
it's a raccoon. It's a slang term for a raccoon.
Oh, well, there you go.
Trash
1-2 here
can.
to Williams.
And one of the Careys is going to be the play-by-play voice.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's what I need to do. I need to move up to a minor league and just. I need to move up the minor leagues like a baseball player.
Kenny,
Yeah.
Except I never played
Kenny,
baseball.
give us a Skip Carey.
Well, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. You like that?
Count hitter. That's Stitch. What was trying to do Chip Carey ended up as Stitch.
No, the Skip Carey. See, Skip, Pete Van Wieren, all the funny stuff back in the 80s, 90s. I don't know if they made it early 2000s or not. Ooh,
That one fouled off. Good job staying alive here by Trent Williams.
So far, though, a much better inning for Terrell here. 2 quick outs to start, and now he's ahead in the count 1-2.
Yeah, you know, the only run that that Edmund Burke has scored so far reached on an error. So an unearned run in the top of the first. It was the first batter scored.
Hey, Brent.
Hey,
Your favorite count.
hey, listen, Coach Camp said it yesterday.
Wow.
Curveball, count the plate.
That wasn't curve. That was heat over the inside corner.
So 3 up, 3 down goes Edmund Burke. And we will go to the top of the third here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Founded in 1985, the Georgia Independent School Association proudly represents nearly 170 accredited private, independent, and parochial schools across the state. From Tallulah Falls to St. Simon's Island, from Columbus to Augusta, our schools serve over 76,000 students every year. Whether parents are interested in smaller class sizes, more individual attention, a religious-based curriculum, or a safe and structured environment, the GISA provides a strong education, which is the foundation for success. To learn more about the GISA and how they can serve your school, visit us online at www.gisaschools.org.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is entering its 6th year of broadcasting in the Central Georgia area. MGSN has been there for region championships, state championships, home runs, dunks, and many other outstanding achievements during prep action. We continue to be committed to bringing the best streaming product of prep sports in the Peach State. We thank our advertising partners for supporting our broadcast, and we greatly appreciate all the fans who view our coverage. Be sure to tune in throughout the 2018 and 2019 year for live GISA action.
Welcome back here to Claude Smith Field. Edmund Burke leading Terrell Academy 1-0 after the first batter of the game came around to score in the top of the first inning. Bottom of the order here for Terrell Academy. We'll have Ross West, the right fielder, Landon Corey, the designated hitter, and Jake Donaldson, the second baseman, come up.
So if you're Terrell, you're only down 1-0 here. You're playing pretty well. Just got to start putting some hits together and make things happen. They've been flying out a lot, so there's another one.
That one lifted into center. Not even to center. The shortstop's going to have it. So 1 pitch, 1 out. and that'll bring up Landon Corey, the designated hitter.
Yeah, they got to start making the man work. They're swinging a lot of pitches early in the count and getting underneath him, and that's not going to really put him in any trouble.
We got a scouting report on Terrell yesterday. Said they like to live by the long ball, and we thought they might have a little bit of trouble with that in this park, but so far having trouble getting what would be home runs in a smaller park.
Well, that might not have left a Little League field on that one, though.
Yeah.
Well, I think that one right there, I mean,
that's what I'm saying. They're not hitting it hard enough anyway.
Exactly.
Pitcher's forcing the issue by throwing strikes.
Not that one inside.
When you throw strikes, I mean, you really can't sit with the bat on your shoulder.
That's true. That is true. But now they're heading to count on this one 2-0. There's a shot.
That one shot. That's going to be foul. Ooh, just foul.
Yeah, not much. Old
Billy P down there, man.
making the call.
I mean, he's on it.
Yeah, they missed that one by about 2 feet, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Kenny,
Maybe
I think
even
you
less.
and I should start doing umpiring, and we'll come as a package deal. We only umpire together.
And only in the field. No
Yeah.
home plate umpire.
Yeah. We'll call balls and strikes in the
Behind the mound.
outfield.
Hey, I read, or not
You can almost tell.
They're going to start doing that in the Atlantic League next year, where it's going to be a computerized strike zone.
I'm all for computerized strike zones. Not anywhere else, though. I think you need.
So what does the umpire do
So
during
the
that?
umpire stands behind home plate. They said it on the Braves broadcast the other night. He stands behind home plate. He has an earpiece in, and the computer will tell him, strike ball, and he still makes the signal and everything, but he's not the one actually making the call. That's going to fall.
That one driven into left. It'll fall in front of the left fielder. That'll be a single. Good piece of hitting by Landon Corey. So second base runner for Terrell Academy, and that'll bring up Jake Donaldson.
Yeah, he got jammed there, but he's strong enough to drive it out into short left in front of the left fielder and beyond the shortstop and third baseman.
Yeah, going to say good defensive hitting right there because that ball, as you said, pitched a little inside. He kind of swung to make contact and got enough of it to get to the outfield.
Playing bunt defense at third base at least. Now he'll back up as Donaldson takes a hack at it.
And
Yeah.
chased a high and outside pitch there.
They get a hard bunt here to third base. It's going to give him an opportunity to throw down to second and get the lead runner. If not, he's stepping towards first base with the throw.
Ooh, heads up.
Ooh, that one inside. Squared
he
around
called
the
it a
bunt.
strike.
He called it a
Yeah,
strike.
He didn't pull it back in
Yeah.
time. He was concentrating on
Getting
not
out of the
taking it in
way.
the thigh, I think, and
Well, we've seen that a lot in the playoffs, especially with Westfield and a couple of these games here where when they square around a bunt, a lot of times pitchers will throw inside.
Yeah.
Makes it harder to get it down.
basically saying if you're going to bunt it, you're going to do it in self-defense.
0-2 to Donaldson. Grounds it to
Oh, what a
third.
play.
No play at second. Throw to first is not in time. He beat it out.
Well, it was a great play, but I'll be honest with you, right there, he would have been better served to let that go to the
let
shortstop.
that go, let that roll through to the shortstop. He had a better angle on it and didn't have to dive for it.
And that's what the shortstop's saying, like, hey, good effort, good athletic play. But if that came to me, at the very least, we had an out at first.
Yep.
Because he had to get up off of his belly there and make a strong throw, which he did, but the runner was already down the line.
Yeah, the time it took him to get off the turf is what the runner took advantage of to get down to first base.
Back to the top of the order. That one driven to center. And no advancement made, not deep enough. So for Daniel Myers, flies out to center. 2 on, 2 out for Garrett Sloan.
Yeah, not a very productive at bat there. You probably would like to see him take a few pitches maybe and make the pitcher work, but swings at the first one. And right now, anything in the air is just not going anywhere.
Well, right there, I mean, at minimum, if you could get something on the ground to the left side of the infield and force that third baseman to make a play, you might get the runners over. I don't know.
Ooh.
That ball hit hard, but it's going to be foul.
I think if you hit
Loud
behind,
strike.
if you hit behind him over there to the fourth spot to the second baseman, you're maybe looking at a potential turn double play. But if you put that third baseman in a position, does he have to run back to third and tag it, or does he throw on to first? You might at least move the runners over. I don't know.
Yeah, but he got it up in the air, and as I said, everything kind of just dies. Ooh, I think he held up.
Check
Yeah,
to
he-
swing.
Oh, wow.
First base umpire is going to say he didn't.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, that one, I think
I don't
he
know.
might have
It-
held up.
That looked like it barely came off his shoulder, but either way, 0-2. Edmund Burke trying to get out of a jam. That one high.
when you have first and second like this with one out, it's a lot different than if you had no outs, you could bunt them over, but you don't want to bunt into a second out. I know that. I'm just talking about the previous play.
Yeah.
You don't want to bunt into the second out because then you've got to get a base hit. So it kind of changes things up of how you get the runners over.
Yeah.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Puts a lot of pressure on this batter.
Lifts that one foul, staying alive.
I think he swung at ball 3 there.
What is it right now, Brent?
Well, deuce is wild, right?
Oh, can I not bring that up? I was reminding
you. Say it every time, and I know it's there, but I don't want to say the same thing every time. Create a little variety.
It's a variety show.
That's it.
Watching from Cleveland, Ohio. Thank you for
watching.
watching.
That's a shot.
That ball is hammered deep to center. That's going to get over the center fielder's head.
Wow.
It's going to bounce up against the fence. That'll score 1. He's going for third. He's not going to make it. And he's going to get caught in a rundown. He's still going to score 2 runs. Throw to third. He did not beat it out. So the third out is made at third base, but 2 RBIs, 3 hits, 2 runs, none left. We will go to the bottom of the third. Terrell Academy takes a 2-1 lead over Edmund Burke here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Founded in 1985, the Georgia Independent School Association proudly represents nearly 170 accredited private, independent, and parochial schools across the state. From Tallulah Falls to St. Simon's Island, from Columbus to Augusta, our schools serve over 76,000 students every year. Whether parents are interested in smaller class sizes, more individual attention, a religious-based curriculum, or a safe and structured environment, the GISA provides a strong education, which is the foundation for success. To learn more about the GISA and how they can serve your school, visit us online at www.gisaschools.org.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is entering its 6th year of broadcasting in the Central Georgia area. MGSN has been there for region championships, state championships, home runs, dunks, and many other outstanding achievements during prep action. We continue to be committed to bringing the best streaming product of prep sports in the Peach State. We thank our advertising partners for supporting our broadcast, and we greatly appreciate all the fans who view our coverage. Be sure to tune in throughout the 2018 and 2019 year for live GISA action.
Welcome back here to Mercer University, Claude Smith Field, where we are playing the second game of this AA championship. Terrell Academy and Edmund Burke. Terrell takes the lead 2-1, their first lead of the series, on a double and a 2 RBI double hit by Garrett Sloan. He got into a rundown trying to round second, going to third. The throw beat him there, so he is the third out, but he drives in 2 runs.
And he probably hit that one, Brent, about 380. I mean, he crushed
he did.
That
That's a home run in a lot of parks. Garrett Sloan, the pitcher, helping himself out, gives himself the lead.
Yeah,
how about that?
When he got a hold of that center fielder was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, that got over his head, bounced off the wall. Like we said, at Westfield, that's a home run, and Westfield's a pretty big high school park. You know, at most high school parks in the state of Georgia, that's probably a home run. But 400 to straightaway center here just bounced off the fence.
Yeah, it was a shot. But he got hung up. He rounded second just a little too far. Excuse me. And then the shortstop was able to throw behind him.
And Kenny's sitting on his knees now so he can control the camera and not have to stand up.
Yeah, things you got to do to improvise. So sitting down and doing the camera a little too hard. So go with the chair and Mercer to provide these nice cushion chairs.
Yeah, it is. I love these cushion chairs.
Georgia Park, Claude Smith Field. And I want to thank our sponsors, Athletic Junction and Mr. Jamie Oates from Oates Enterprises as well, here in the GISA AA State Championship Baseball Series.
This will be Kay Johnson up to bat, and he looks at a ball low.
Was this the 9 batter in the lineup?
This is the 9 hole. We will rotate back to the top of the order for Mason Boswell and Jalen Glisson.
Good pitch.
Yeah, it was. That came in there hot.
If I remember right, Sloan played, he must be a senior, because I think he played for them a couple of years ago here against Piedmont.
That one golfed foul.
Yeah, I was off the end of the bat. But this is a beautiful park, Ortho Georgia Park. They put some money into this thing a few years ago. I think it was probably about, it might have been about 10 years ago now, 10 years ago, and made a lot of improvements. And it's a very nice place to watch a game.
Especially when you're in this air-conditioned booth like we are. Second baseman can't glove it. And that will put Cade Johnson at first.
That's a tough call. They gave him a hit.
They're gonna give him a hit on that one, and I don't blame him. That was a hard hit ball, just bounced off his glove, could not make the play.
Yeah, he would have. I mean, that was smoked, and he would have had to make a backhand stop with it and turn and throw. So yeah, I give that a hit as well.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
I do that too sometimes.
I found this little thing, and now I'm
Edmund Burke in business here with the leadoff runner on.
So Mason Boswell back up, trying to help himself out here. Swings at the first pitch, misses 0-1.
He didn't want that one. You could tell. That was all arms. He was like, dang.
Yeah, that was kind of a half-hearted swing attempt there, but
That's when you get fooled, and you're like, I got to swing.
yep. Chasing the runner back, he's in there safely.
We talked about it a lot, I know, in the AAA series, but just how good of a job these pitchers do at holding these runners on. They got really good pickoff moves. And so far, the run game hadn't happened. There's another one over to first.
Yep. Very, very, very short lead for Cade Johnson. Guess he got the scouting report.
Well, we've seen Edmund Burke throw out a runner at second, but I don't believe Edmund Burke's attempted a stolen base yet on the base pass today.
Swings and misses the second pitch, 0-2.
I had thought when he came up he may try to bunt him over with nobody out, but he's been hacking, and now he's definitely not going to be bunting here with 2 outs.
2 strikes.
2 strikes, sorry.
It happens.
Ooh.
Swing and a miss. Swung at all 3, didn't make contact with any of them. Mason Boswell's down on strikes.
Yeah, he never looked comfortable at that at bat. He, as you mentioned, a half-hearted swing to start. Then he chased one upstairs, and that time got him with the off speed, and 1, 2, 3 pretty quick.
So this will bring up Jalen Glisson, the first baseman. Please don't. He slaps one to short. Only one play at first, and it is made. And he's excited about moving the runner over.
No, I think he's frustrated he didn't beat it out.
Ah.
I don't know if that a celebratory fist bump or a frustrated fist bump.
Gosh darn it, fist bump.
Yeah. But
Hard
now
to tell.
Runner in scoring position.
Golly gee willikers.
Now Jonathan Duffy, he had the first hit of the game for Edmund Burke. Had that 1-out single. Drove in the runner.
He holds his hand so high.
Yeah, he did. Hold the bat straight over his head. That one's lifted foul. Just caught the lip of that
netting.
Yeah, that netting.
He's not quite to the Craig Counsell level of hands above his head. Do you remember that, Brett?
Absolutely.
I don't know if you remember him or not, Brant.
Did he play for the Marlins and the Brewers?
I remember the name, but I wouldn't know him if he walked in the door right now.
He's the manager for the Brewers.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he was a World Series hero for the Marlins back in 97. He held his hand so high above his head. And who's this up the bat? I'm sorry.
This is Duffy.
Duffy, not quite to the extent of Craig Counsell.
Joe Duffy.
Joe Diffie.
Jonathan Duffy.
I know, he's singing a song.
That's a ball outside.
Joe Duffy.
So we got some people watching from Parma, Ohio, and Cleveland, Ohio.
Lots of Ohio in the house. Ooh, he did.
Yes, he did.
Jamie Walden says, "Go Spartans." Braxton Walden. I'm assuming Braxton's maybe using Jamie Walden's account. I don't know. Sheila Bragg says, "Excited to watch Ethan Gay, watching from Parma, Ohio."
OH, clap, 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 I-O. I learned that. They love to spell Ohio at Ohio State games. I went up there and watched a basketball game one time. And
Kat Coe says, "Kenny, you're awful." Oh, no. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
No, she didn't.
Yeah, that'll be my wife.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Throw down the first is made after the strikeout. That will end the threat. 1 hit, 1 left. No runs scored, no errors committed. Score will stay 2-1 Terrell Academy. We will go to the top of the fourth here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Founded in 1985, the Georgia Independent School Association proudly represents nearly 170 accredited private, independent, and parochial schools across the state. From Tallulah Falls to St. Simon's Island, from Columbus to Augusta, our schools serve over 76,000 students every year. Whether parents are interested in smaller class sizes, more individual attention, a religious-based curriculum, or a safe and structured environment, the GISA provides a strong education, which is the foundation for success. To learn more about the GISA and how they can serve your school, visit us online at www.gisaschools.org.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is entering its 6th year of broadcasting in the Central Georgia area. MGSN has been there for region championships, state championships, home runs, dunks, and many other outstanding achievements during prep action. We continue to be committed to bringing the best streaming product of prep sports in the Peach State. We thank our advertising partners for supporting our broadcast, and we greatly appreciate all the fans who view our coverage. Be sure to tune in throughout the 2018 and 2019 year for live GISA action.
Back here to Claude Smith Field. Terrell Academy leading Edmund Burke 2-1 here in this game 2 of the series. Terrell trying to pad that lead. This will be Cameron Jones, Jay Murdoch, and Q Wright coming up for the Eagles.
This game, it seemed like Edmund Burke was picking up right where they left off. And all of a sudden, Terrell has gotten the bats to come alive a little bit. They lead in hits 4-2 over Edmund Burke. So Spartans have a little bit of work to do if they want to win in this, as that skied out to center field, and the center fielder calls off the right fielder for the catch.
Good communication out there in the outfield, takes care of Cameron Jones. 2 pitches, 1 out. Jay Murdoch coming up to bat. He popped out to the second baseman his first time up.
And you could tell the Terrell Academy squad here, they definitely are, as Brett said and you said, Brant, swinging, they're long ball type team. They got that whole launch angle idea because they're hitting the ball in the air a good bit.
Well, that benefited for them last inning because they hit one over the center fielder on a shot that probably would have been out in most high school parks.
Oh, boy.
That one pulled to right. It's going to be over this right fielder's head, bounce off the wall. Good throw in, but that will be a stand-up double for Murdoch.
He crushed that ball.
Yeah, he hammered that one pretty good.
And he got
one hot the fence.
He kind of got his hand over the top of it and got that top spin on it, and it just died down over the right fielder. But that tells you how much he got on it, because it just kind of rocketed over the right fielder's head. There's nothing he could do.
Yeah, if he got a little more backspin on that ball, it's out and right out of here. But he hit that about 315 on a line.
Yeah.
This will be Q Wright. He flew out to left his first time up, turned on one pretty good, but hit it in the air. A lot like that one. This one will be in foul territory, but let's see if it gets out. Third baseman going over, cannot make the catch.
Yeah, I think the looming fence over there played a role in the third baseman not being able to come up with that one. He kind of slid trying to protect himself, it looked like.
And I'll be honest, that is not the most comfortable dirt over there along their warning track here. Very gritty.
Yeah, that's more gravel than dirt almost.
But you got to make a decision when you get that close to the fence. What are you going to do? Are you going to go into it feet first, or are you going to run right into it?
Yeah,
I mean, he tried to slide, and he had a couple of feet left, but couldn't quite commit to it. That's a ball high.
So a big runner out there at second for both squads. If you're Edmund Burke, you want to keep this at 1, but Terrell want to extend that lead, give themselves a little bit of a breathing room. That's going to fall.
That one's going to
Oh,
what a catch by the shortstop, and doubled him up. What a play by that shortstop.
That could be the play of the series right there.
My goodness.
Holy cow, what a grab.
So, one hit, none left, no runs come across. Terrell Academy leads 2-1. Edmund Burke coming up to bat in the bottom of the 4th here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Founded in 1985, the Georgia Independent School Association proudly represents nearly 170 accredited private, independent, and parochial schools across the state. From Tallulah Falls to St. Simon's Island, from Columbus to Augusta, our schools serve over 76,000 students every year. Whether parents are interested in smaller class sizes, more individual attention, a religious-based curriculum, or a safe and structured environment, the GISA provides a strong education, which is the foundation for success. To learn more about the GISA and how they can serve your school, visit us online at www.gisaschools.org.
Network is entering its 6th year of broadcasting in the central Georgia area. MGSN has been there for region championships, state championships, home runs, dunks, and many other outstanding achievements during prep action. We continue to be committed to bringing the best streaming product of prep sports in the Peach State. We thank our advertising partners for supporting our broadcast, and we greatly appreciate all the fans who view our coverage. Be sure to tune in throughout the 2018 and 2019 year for live GISA action.
Welcome back here to Claude Smith Field on the campus of Mercer University. Some interesting people watching from our vantage point. And an interesting game here going on. Edmund Burke trailing 2-1, trying to get a run back on Terrell Academy. They will have Ethan Gay, Ross West, and Landon Corey to do it.
What a way to... Well, go ahead, Brett.
No, I just was going to say it's just such a scenic venue here at Mercer University. Just the landscape and everything in the backdrop and beautifulness going around.
That ball popped up in the infield. Second baseman coming on, and he has it. One pitch, one out.
A lot of pop-ups all of a sudden, both teams.
Yeah, early in the count, too, both of them.
It looks like both pitchers throwing hard, so the hitters are getting behind the ball, swinging late, and just popping it straight up.
Monica Johnson says, "Let's go Spartans."
A lot of Edmund Burke fans watching this on the broadcast. But right now, Terrell's the one with the lead, 2-1 behind the double to center from Sloan, who hit it about 380 feet to dead center. Crushed it. Now he's humming it on the mound.
Big hack there from Ross West, but he doesn't make any contact. Quickly 0-2.
He keeps pitching like this, too, maybe all he needs.
Yeah, he doesn't appear to be slowing down with his velocity, that's for sure. That looked like a good pitch there off the inside corner to the left-handed hitter, but must have been a little too far in. 11:15. Game is moving right along, only 45 minutes in. Good, well-pitched game.
He swung at it, but the ball gets away, trying to beat it out. Safe. Wow.
Well,
that is not a rule that Kenneth Kofer likes.
We beat that dead horse a lot when we broadcast about. We always say that it's tough to reward a player who strikes out, but that's the rules of baseball. They've been that way for a long time, and gets past the catcher. And now Edmund Burke with a runner at first and one out.
I'll bring up Landon Corey. He singled and scored his last time up. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong roster. I don't know what I'm doing here.
That's okay. Kenny and
and
Danny
I was looking down going, what are you talking about?
Kenny and Danny were looking at a Mercer schedule for 2013 yesterday.
I'm so sorry.
He asked me, he said, where is Mercer at this week? And I said, they're in Northern Kentucky. It's May 16th. And then we looked up and said, that's the 2013 schedule. But they're actually at Furman. A young man over there told me who's running the scoreboard. So they're in Greenville, South Carolina this weekend. That one's going back, hit a car. Straight back over our head and the press box.
Yeah, I think he hit that $100,000 truck. Oh, he left.
This is Jeremy Gay, the center fielder.
Coach Clint Morgan was in here. We're going to joke around with him a little bit. That one skied out to left field. Well, no, it's not even going to get there to the shortstop.
Shortstop's going to have that one. 2 outs, 1 on for Joey Wall. Really should have gone 1-2-3, but the catcher could not make the catch on the strike 3 to Harrison.
Left fielder 21.
Yeah, I thought maybe the double play at the end of the top of the fourth might carry over to the plate, but Sloan has just shut the door.
And this is Wall, who, as you said, struck out on 2 pitches last time, right? That one pitch way outside, they called a strike.
No doubt about that one. Big swing and a miss.
He's a big boy. I got a feeling if he if he makes good contact, he could clear the wall out there in left field. Got the open batting stance, wagging the bat a little bit.
Half-hearted swing. Gets away from the catcher, but no advancement made. 0-2 here to Wall.
It almost makes you think, with him, he said, last time I was up, you called strikes on me. So he's like, I'm swinging the bat.
Just swing the bat. And that's
put it in your hands.
That's the type of umpire I like. If there's any doubt, call it a strike.
That's how I.
Although that last pitch, although that strike he called on Wall a couple minutes ago, not too sure about. Time called.
That's how I am in softball when I umpire. Dude, it is slow pitch softball. You're not getting a walk out of me today.
Well, name of the game, swing the bat for sure. There goes the runner.
Runner goes, pitch high, throw high. Gets into right field. Slips trying to go to third. Still going. Slot play will not be in time. So he steals second, goes to third on the throwing error.
And what's crazy is he stopped a long time at second. He didn't realize it had gotten into center field. So he
stopped. He
around.
fell. Then he stumbled. Then he went and
he slid in safely anyway.
Yeah, he made it a closer play than it had to be, and the throw was there. I just think it was difficult on the third baseman because it bounced, and he was having to fight the ball and the slide at the same time.
Time called. So a base hit for Joey Wall will score a run.
Yeah, still 2 outs, but anything, maybe a pass ball, wild pitch. Although we've seen some balls really ricochet back.
The right wild pitch will pop right back to that catcher, so you got to be careful.
Ooh.
And he strikes out looking. So no hits, 1 error, 1 left on third. We will go to the top of the 5th here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. Terrell Academy leading Edmund Burke 2-1.
Founded in 1985, the Georgia Independent School Association proudly represents nearly 170 accredited private, independent, and parochial schools across the state. From Tallulah Falls to St. Simon's Island, from Columbus to Augusta, our schools serve over 76,000 students every year. Whether parents are interested in smaller class sizes, more individual attention, a religious-based curriculum, or a safe and structured environment, the GISA provides a strong education, which is the foundation for success. To learn more about the GISA and how they can serve your school, visit us online at www.gisaschools.org.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is entering its 6th year of broadcasting in the Central Georgia area. MGSN has been there for region championships, state championships, home runs, dunks, and many other outstanding achievements during prep action. We continue to be committed to bringing the best streaming product of prep sports in the Peach State. We thank our advertising partners for supporting our broadcast, and we greatly appreciate all the fans who view our coverage. Be sure to tune in throughout the 2018 and 2019 year for live GISA action.
To this Game 2 of the GISA AA Final. State championship on the line here. Ethan Gay will come up first for the Terrell Academy Eagles. They lead 2-1 over the Edmund Burke Academy Spartans. He will be first, then he will be followed by Ross West and Landon Corey. This time I actually got the right side of my scorebook up.
There you go. Well, Edmund Burke got 1 run in the first. They led it until the top of the third when Sloan doubled in 2. And that is where we stand, 2-1. Good ball game here through 4 innings.
Merv Waldrop says,
some really good pitching so far.
Let's go Spartans.
That one hammered into right center. That's going to get down, roll to the wall. Still hasn't been picked up. On his way to second. He will be in there safely. So a leadoff double for Ethan Gay.
Sheila Blagg just said, let's go, Ethan. So she's on top of it.
He crushed that ball right there to the cow, the Chick-fil-A cow out there in right center. Absolutely tattooed that thing.
They're not a sponsor, but I did enjoy their chicken biscuit this morning.
Yeah, dude, Chick-fil-A's good. I don't care if we're getting paid by them or not. I'll advertise for them any day.
It's delicious.
But please, Chick-fil-A, pay me.
And it's
Ross West will be He popped up straight to
Holy
the
cow.
shortstop his last time, and this time he pops up to the pitcher.
He dropped it.
Oh, he dropped it, but they're going to say he had possession of it first. All right, now he's going to be out. So 1-3.
What
That
in
was
the
kind of
world?
weird.
That was so
I guess
weird.
that's technically a G1-3.
That
Yeah,
is
because he
strange.
dropped it, he threw it over to first. That's why you always run through the bag.
Yep.
Well, no, he got to the bag, came off of it, and walked. How weird is that? I think everybody, all the coaches, everybody's like,
well,
okay.
At any rate, he's out, and he should be anyway.
I'm
So that'll bring
confused.
up
Did he drop
Landon
it on
Corey.
purpose?
I'm
I don't-
confused.
I don't think so. I
Maybe.
think he and the catcher had trouble communicating. Big swing and a miss there for Corey.
Yeah, Corey way out in front on that one.
That was strange.
He and the pitcher and the catcher were trying to talk to each other, and they kind of called each other off, and then the catcher tried to stab at it at the last second.
Ooh. Yeah. I've seen Stranger Things.
I love that
did
show.
Did you see what I did there?
Yeah.
You said that's strange. That's strange.
Oh, yeah. Good show.
Yeah.
That was a good show. I'm excited for season 3.
Oh, 1, 2, 3 there on that at bat.
Yeah, half-hearted swing there from Landon Corey. He got fooled, and he knew it halfway through his swing.
Yeah,
That'll bring up Josh Donaldson.
Corey was never comfortable there. He off stride and
Sheila Black said, that's my nephew, talking about Ethan. So good job right there earlier in this inning by Ethan Gay.
crushing it.
But right now,
Foul tip into the catcher's mitt. Strike 1 to Jake Donaldson.
Edmund Burke doing a good job. The pitcher, Mason Boswell, of trying to pitch out of trouble.
Yeah, Boswell's done a good job.
Just one inning that's really cost him, and really one pitch,
Yeah,
because Sloan has outdueled him at the plate, and that's kind of the difference.
yeah. I mean, this has been a really good ball game between two good teams, just like you would expect in a state championship.
Yeah, some really good pitching so far, too. Donaldson all the way back in that batter's box. 0-2 count. This one lifted into the left. Left fielder's going to come on. He will have that one. One hit, no errors, one left. We will go to the bottom of the 5th. 2-1 your score. Terrell leading Edmund Burke here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Sports Network is entering its 6th year of broadcasting in the Central Georgia area. MGSN has been there for region championships, state championships, home runs, dunks, and many other outstanding achievements during prep action. We continue to be committed to bringing the best streaming product of prep sports in the Peach State. We thank our advertising partners for supporting our broadcast, and we greatly appreciate all the fans who view our coverage. Be sure to tune in throughout the 2018 and 2019 year for live GISA action.
Welcome back. Edmund Burke up to bat, trailing 2-1 against the Terrell Academy Eagles. Big swing and a miss. This is Trent Williams leading off this inning.
It almost seems like Sloan has dialed up his velocity as the game has gone on. He's bringing it.
That one popped straight up,
That is
right
so
over
high.
the center fielder's going to come on. He will not make the catch.
Nobody was at second.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Safe
He's
under
going
the
to dive back
tag.
to first.
He never looked comfortable. He
That'll
called
be-
off the second baseman and the shortstop because I think he thought it was going to be in shallow center. He was almost in the dirt of the infield by the time that ball landed.
I
Yeah,
think
that definitely should have been the second baseman's ball, I think.
I think that's a base hit, though, because it never even touched his
It is.
glove.
They called it an error.
What? That didn't even touch anybody's glove. How's that an error?
Yeah, normally
Well,
you have to
'cause-
touch it, but
I don't agree with that.
I was looking at the scoreboard, I promise. Bunt laid down.
Oh, he probably
Straight
should have
down
let
the
that
first
go
base
foul.
line. Yeah, should have, but
Job well done, though.
Yep.
Yeah, it gets him over. That's exactly what you want if you're Coach Broxton down there on the third base line. Try to get the runner in scoring position now. A base hit or some funky play like you just saw could score a run.
Yep.
Tie this thing up.
Mason Boswell coming back up. He reached on an error and struck out, so he's 0 for 2.
And they're going to play the bunt again here. The first baseman coming in on the grass. And he
that ball
tattoos
is
that one.
Tattooed. Right fielder will have the play, though, in foul territory, and the runner will advance to third.
He didn't even fully swing on that. He almost punched at it, and it probably went about 300 feet into foul territory down there. Good play. Now 2 outs, runner just 90 feet away.
Second consecutive inning where the runner has been 90 feet away with a chance to tie, and a pass ball could have an interesting play here, but especially with the way the backstop springboards the ball back to the plate.
This is Jalen Glisson.
Ooh, good job by the catcher.
Just looking for a base hit here.
Yeah, that's a big play there behind the plate to move over and make that stop with the runner down there at third base.
That ball to the shortstop. Got it. Guns it over, and that will end the threat. One runner reaches. One error. No hits. One left. No runs come across. We will go to the top of the 6th. 2-1. Terrell Academy still leading here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Founded in 1985, the Georgia Independent School Association proudly represents nearly 170 accredited private, independent, and parochial schools across the state. From Tallulah Falls to St. Simon's Island, from Columbus to Augusta, our schools serve over 76,000 students every year. Whether parents are interested in smaller class sizes, more individual attention, a religious-based curriculum, or a safe and structured environment, the GISA provides a strong education, which is the foundation for success. To learn more about the GISA and how they can serve your school, visit us online at www.gisaschools.org.
Welcome back here to Claude Smith Field on the campus of Mercer University.
Ortho Georgia Park.
Ortho Georgia Park. Edmund Burke trailing Terrell Academy 2-1. Terrell coming up to bat. They will have the top of their order coming up for that is Daniel Myers, Garrett Sloan, and Cameron Jones. That ball slapped to second. Throw to first is on time.
Good job by the
one pitch, one out.
First baseman over there. That ball kind of came in hot.
Coming in hot.
Chuck Knobloch.
Chuck Knobloch was throwing that be in the
Dirt.
No, it'd be in the dugout.
Good.
Chuck got a little bit of the yips late in his career and could not throw the football. Could not throw the ball.
He got the Johnny Millers.
That's it, man. The yips, not fun.
Garrett Sloan looking to help himself. That ball just foul.
Look at that call down there about Bill Price.
Oh, Humperdinck.
William P.
But Sloan, his last time up, right? That was the time he hit that ball to dead center.
Yep, he's driven in the two RBIs for Terrell, and he has a single into right center there.
Yeah, he's a good player, man. There's no doubt about that.
He is. He got into a rundown after that double trying to go to third, but still drove in those two RBIs.
Yeah, he's got a good swing. He doesn't try to do, he just takes it where it's pitched, puts pressure on the defense.
It's got to bring Cameron Jones up. Tall, long, lanky right-hander. I feel like you can say that about half of Terrell Academy's roster.
Oh.
Very, very tall young men. We mentioned earlier there's some really big players for both of these schools, especially Edmund Burke, and the ones that are smaller than big are incredibly fast.
Yeah, it looks like Terrell, they got a lot of tall kids. They're just kind of skinny. And except for Murdoch here, who's on deck, who poked one off the wall out there and right, I think, right?
I would say contrasting teams, probably power versus athleticism. Terrell probably a little bit more, although they got a big on-deck hitter.
Murdoch, yeah.
That ball popped into right center, going back as the second baseman. He will have
Good
it.
play. I thought maybe the right fielder was going to have to come on, but he was able to get out there. That's always tough for an infielder to run that far out, turn around, plant, and get his body in position to make the play. But a good job right there of making it. And here, again, look where he's playing the second baseman as Murdoch comes up.
Looks at ball one on the outside. Murdoch hit a double and got caught on his way trying to go to third. It's happened twice for Terrell Academy in this game, once by Sloan, once by Murdoch. Runner goes, throw, pitch is high, throw is not in time. Good jump.
Yeah, Sloan had a really good read off that delivery from the pitcher that time, Boswell, and just went with the high leg kick and was able to get in there.
Well, he's trying to get himself some insurance. He gets himself over to second base as the pitcher. He wants another run.
That one grounded to third. That'll move the runner over, but won't matter because that is out number 3. I miscounted. My bad.
What a great job of the second baseman staying down on the ball. That was hard hit, but Blake Harrison does a great job of just squatting on it and smothering it.
One hit, one left. No errors, no runs come across. We will go to the bottom of the 6th when we come back here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Founded in 1985, the Georgia Independent School Association proudly represents nearly 170 accredited private, independent, and parochial schools across the state. From Tallulah Falls to St. Simon's Island, from Columbus to Augusta, our schools serve over 76,000 students every year. Whether parents are interested in smaller class sizes, more individual attention, a religious-based curriculum, or a safe and structured environment, the GISA provides a strong education, which is the foundation for success. To learn more about the GISA and how they can serve your school, visit us online at www.gisaschools.org.
Welcome back here to Claude Smith Field at Ortho Georgia Park on the campus of Mercer University. Terrell Academy leading Edmund Burke 2-1. Edmund Burke going to try to get a run here, tie this game up, and maybe take the lead. Jonathan Duffy will lead off, followed by Parker Thompson and Blake Harrison. Duffy, he has singled and struck out in this game.
Well, for Edmund Burke, this is your chance here. You got 3-4-5 coming up, bottom of the 6th. Running out of outs.
That ball popped foul and out of play, strike one.
Man, hit right on the close to the rubber down there in the bullpen on the home side. Well, the visiting side in this game, but
Well, back in the traditional way things used to go, the third base dugout used to be your home dugout, but then somehow things got switched around. And now,
what do you mean? The Braves have always been on the first base side.
but look at the Cubs, look at teams back from the old days. It used to be the third base dugout was your home side.
Yeah,
You called that a ball
now,
low.
That
1-1.
is the third base is Mercer's home dugout, and this first base side is the visitor. I guess under their normal play,
Swing and a miss. Fooled Duffy there.
Sloan just looks dialed in right now. I mean, there's not really.
He does. This is a must-win game for Terrell, and Sloan is pitching his heart out right now. That ball inside nearly gets away from the catcher, but doesn't matter because there's no one on base anyway. 2-2.
Here's the danger, though. Sloan starts to tire with only a one-run lead.
Who do they go to?
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Is this the only option?
If you're Terrell, you're trying to ride Sloan as long as you possibly can. That one grounded to first. Couldn't make the catch. Shovel to the pitcher, covering first. Ground out 3-1. One down. That was
He
adventurous.
stayed with it there. I mean, he didn't make the play cleanly, but stayed with it, and the pitcher, good job not just being a spectator, getting over there and covering first base.
Yeah, because he had a little bit of a bobble, as you said, and Sloan had to help him out.
This will bring up Parker Thompson, the catcher. He is 0 for 2.
Ooh,
that one
ripped
right,
his glove
ripped
off.
ripped his glove off, and no play's going to be made.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Wow. That ball was hammered.
Oh, my God.
Right on the ground.
That was amazing.
I tell you, great job of Sloan, and he's telling his coach, stay in the dugout, I'm fine.
That ball was hammered.
What an amazing, just the
what
fact
a great
that
job by Sloan
I was
keeping
about
it
to
in
say,
the infield.
The fact that he even got his glove down there.
But that thing,
Holy cow.
we don't have exit velocity stats or anything here, but I'd be willing to bet that was like 100 mile an hour
That was
off the bat.
fast. I don't know what the exact number was, but it was fast. My goodness, great reflex by Sloan.
Well, not
Ripped
only
his
that,
glove off, couldn't make the play, but he kept it to a single.
yeah, that ball, I mean, not only did the glove come off, it rolled a good 4 feet or so after it ripped it off.
Yeah. Took his glove for a ride there, but runner on first. This is Blake Harrison.
Good pitch.
He looks at strike one.
Nice curveball.
He was the guy who struck out and reached after the ball got away from the catcher.
But if you're Edmund Burke now, this is your chance. You got the runner on first.
you got the runner on. You got a kind of crazy play that happened. That's ball high, 1-1.
And this is the right part of the lineup for you as well. This is what the 5-hole hitter.
Yes, it is.
So now's your time to make hay.
Choked up on the bat, just trying to poke it somewhere. Lifts this one foul and out of play. Your count is 1-2.
Good crowd here at this AA series. A lot of them here on the Terrell side underneath the stands getting cover in the shade as it's starting to heat up.
Yeah, and you can't blame them. It's
Good pitch.
very, very hot. Big hack and a miss right there for Harrison. 2 down.
Yeah,
I like it, though.
Good curveball right there.
Yeah, pulled the string on him after busting in with a couple fastballs, came back, off-speed pitch, and he went way out in front. Now, if you're Edmund Burke, Brett, do you put them in motion here? Maybe try to force the action?
Force the issue. You've got a runner on third base.
First.
The last two
Sorry, go ahead.
the last 2 innings.
Oh, my gosh.
And you haven't been able to get him home. You would think that Coach Broxton is going to try to just put pressure yet again on Sloan and see if he can't get a crack in the armor. I don't know. With 2 outs, with any kind of speed over at first, I think I'd put him in motion.
Very short lead over there, though, so makes you wonder what kind of speed they got. Oh, he went.
Half-hearted swing, and the umpire's going to ring him up for it.
Yeah, he didn't have to appeal on that one. He went around.
Yep.
And 0-2 now. Sloan just dominating here in this game after giving up that early run in the first. He has only held them to 3 hits so far in this game.
Runner goes. Pitch low and away. Ooh. Throw not on target.
What a slide down.
What is it, like a 2-foot on your backside slide?
Wow. Yeah. I'm glad he didn't get hurt because it was almost like he banana peeled. He had it beat, though. I mean, he
Good jump.
He was there.
Yep. So count is 1-2 to Jeremy Gay.
Base hit, tie it.
Yep, base
Yep.
hit.
And he looks at strike 3.
They've done that 2 innings in a row now.
Yep. 1 hit, 1 left. No errors, no runs come across. Still 2-1 Terrell here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Founded in 1985, the Georgia Independent School Association proudly represents nearly 170 accredited private, independent, and parochial schools across the state. From Tallulah Falls to St. Simon's Island, from Columbus to Augusta, our schools serve over 76,000 students every year. Whether parents are interested in smaller class sizes, more individual attention, a religious-based curriculum, or a safe and structured environment, the GISA provides a strong education, which is the foundation for success. To learn more about the GISA and how they can serve your school, visit us online at www.gisaschools.org.
Welcome back here to Claude Smith Field at Ortho Georgia Park. Final at bat for Terrell, they hope. Leading off for them will be Q Wright. They're trying to get some extra insurance runs here in their last at bat. They lead 2-1, and Q Wright looks at ball one.
Yeah, it's quickly moving along in this one. And there's a strike, 1-1, but already in the 7th inning, great pitcher's duel here in game 2.
This game's only been going an hour and 15 minutes.
Brett
just knocked on our little counter here, which isn't made of wood, but the point comes across. That one golfed. Third baseman couldn't get it. Shortstop couldn't get it, and that'll be a single for Q Wright.
Well, could not have placed that one any more perfect than what he did right there. Brett got a little happy with the
No, something happened to our camera over there.
trigger. Turn off.
Something.
That's weird. Looks like the feed's still coming through, but not getting it on the... Oh, that is weird. Kenny's going to go check it out. May just have to turn it off and turn it back on again. It happens sometimes, but we have this camera right here for now. And that one's in there for a strike. This is Ethan Gay. Brett's over here humming the songs they play between innings. They got a good selection of music. That one low. One ball, one strike. That ball hammered. That's going to get over the second baseman's head. Q Wright had to hold up because he didn't know if he was going to make the catch on the fly, but that's 2 singles in a row for Terrell. That'll bring up Ross West with 2 on and none out. West is 0 for 2, which begs the question, does he bunt here and sacrifice people over? Just try to move somebody into scoring position, especially with nobody out.
Did you?
Kenny's back.
I'm here. And now Brett's gone.
Yeah, we got having some technical difficulties, but
Well, only on one camera.
yeah, only on one camera. Bunt. That is a beautiful bunt. That's going to split the pitcher and the third baseman, and he's going to have a hit.
Yeah, a little
Mike.
indecision there. The third baseman, he went back to the bag to cover, and the pitcher had to get over there, and it just too indecisive. And now Terrell in business here with nobody out and the bases loaded.
So we might be down to just one camera for the remainder of this ball game, but that's not too bad. We've got someone operating this camera, so.
And I'm awesome.
Yep, bases loaded, nobody out here for Terrell. And that one hit him.
Hit. That's a painful RBI.
That'll bring home the 3rd run of the game for Terrell. Like we said, adding on to that score, now it's just that much harder for Edmund Burke to come back.
Yeah,
and it looks like Coach Jonathan Broxton may go talk to his pitcher here.
And I think we might have a pinch hitter here coming up.
Oh, yeah, this is number 10. Do we have a number 10? We're
Number
going to get 10. We're going to get 10 hitting for 12. Jake Donaldson out, and number 10 coming in. Is this Denham? Was he the guy yesterday who pitched?
This is Will Denham.
Will Denham. So number 10, Will Denham's going to come on and pinch hit.
And that's going to be the end of the lineup. So we've got a pitching change as well for Edmund Burke. So a lot of changes going on, and with that, we'll take a break, and we will come back with more right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Founded in 1985, the Georgia Independent School Association proudly represents nearly 170 accredited private, independent, and parochial schools across the state. From Tallulah Falls to St. Simon's Island, from Columbus to Augusta, our schools serve over 76,000 students every year. Whether parents are interested in smaller class sizes, more individual attention, a religious-based curriculum, or a safe and structured environment, the GISA provides a strong education, which is the foundation for success. To learn more about the GISA and how they can serve your school, visit us online at www.gisaschools.org.
Georgia Sports Network is entering its 6th year of broadcasting in the central Georgia area. MGSN has been there for region championships, state championships, home runs, dunks, and many other outstanding achievements during prep action. We continue to be committed to bringing the best streaming product of prep sports in the Peach State. We thank our advertising partners for supporting our broadcast, and we greatly appreciate all the fans who view our coverage. Be sure to tune in throughout the 2018 and 2019 year for live GISA action.
Welcome back here. It is still the top of the 7th. Nobody out, and the bases are loaded. Relief pitcher on. That is number 4 for Edmund Burke. Trent Williams coming on in relief.
So Williams comes in, and a new batter
Yep.
is Will Denham.
Will Denham. Bases loaded, nobody out. Just trying to lift one to the outfield here. And that one's going to get foul out of play.
And as we said, you got to play the infield in here if you're Edmund Burke, which cuts off their range and reaction time.
That ball on the outside corner. 0-2 here to Denham.
For Edmund Burke, you want to keep it 2 runs, then not get it too far beyond that.
Foul tipped into the catcher's mitt. That'll be a strikeout for Denham.
Now I would imagine you probably play the corners in here, back the middle infielders up to double play depth, hoping to turn the double play.
Yeah, and it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do.
I should be a manager, I swear.
Yeah.
Bases loaded, 1 out. Man, that's playing at double play depth. Just a genius move.
It is, isn't it? But
That
a lot
ball
of pressure
inside.
on the catcher right now to try to keep that ball in front, not allow the runner from third base to get in.
Yep.
That's Ethan Gay down there at third, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. This is Daniel Myers up to bat, back to the top of the order. That
That's
ball
an
lifted
infield fly
straight
roll.
up.
He's
Yep,
out.
that'll be infield fly.
Well, Trent Williams come in here and 1 out away from putting out the fire.
Yep. Limiting the damage, had the bases loaded with nobody out, inherited all of these runners, and he's put 2 away quickly.
And the only run they've scored was on a hit by pitch.
Yep. So, have any of these runs been earned yet for Terrell? I'm trying to think.
Yeah,
the 2
the big-
RBIs.
Yeah,
by
the
Sloan,
two RBIs by Sloan, yeah.
who's now the batter, so it's the right guy up for Terrell.
Oh,
right now.
yeah. That ball way outside. Good stop by the catcher.
He's got 2 hits today, but the way he's swinging, it's the right guy at the right time.
I think he's the only person in this game with more than 1 hit to this point.
Terrell altogether has 10. Ooh,
Ooh.
heads up. That
He was
off his
way
foot.
out in front of that.
Yeah, he was.
I think he got that off his front foot, too. That was a painful strike. He's going to walk it off. Probably feels like he's got a bee's nest in his shoe.
And we got time called.
Yeah, I think just so he can.
Ball's got to be picked up, thrown back to the catcher, give it to the umpire. He'll put it in his little fanny pack. We'll get ready for the 1-1 pitch.
That's a hit pack. Doesn't go on his backside. Come on.
Yeah, but
Fanny.
do fanny packs go on the backside? I thought they went more in like the front of the hip. That one slapped to short. Throw to second is in time.
Good play right there. Just the decision to go to second.
Man, so bases loaded, nobody out. And Terrell Academy only able to scratch 1 across. Good job limiting the damage. But Edmund Burke trails 3-1 going to the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for them in this game, too, here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network is entering its 6th year of broadcasting in the central Georgia area. MGSN has been there for region championships, state championships, home runs, dunks, and many other outstanding achievements during prep action. We continue to be committed to bringing the best streaming product of prep sports in the Peach State. We thank our advertising partners for supporting our broadcast, and we greatly appreciate all the fans who view our coverage. Be sure to tune in throughout the 2018 and 2019 year for live GISA action.
Welcome back here. Last chance for Edmund Burke. They trail 3-1 after Terrell Academy gets one last insurance run at the top of the 7th. And it is the bottom of the order coming up for Edmund Burke. Joey Wall, Trent Williams, and Cade Johnson.
Yeah, Wall, if I'm not mistaken, has struck out his last 2 times. Or only 2 times.
Yeah, he has. He struck out looking twice in this game. This is the 3rd time through the order.
Well, you need a couple base runners if you're Edmund Burke here. Sloan looking to go to distance.
He gets one inside, just about hit him, but not quite. Got 98 people watching right now. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Glad to have you. 2-0. You've been watching a good game so far, and stick around for Game 3. It will be immediately following if there is a need for it. That one over the plate, called a strike.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the estimated time, if they're still going to stick with, what was it, 1:30?
I think they'll
Bump it
get
up.
right into
They'll
it.
move that up for sure. That one slapped off the plate. Pitcher has it. Goes to first, 1 down.
Yeah, I would think that right now, if the game ends after this half inning or after this inning, around 12:05 or so, I'm thinking you're probably looking at 12:45, 1 o'clock, somewhere in there starting.
Could be. I mean, you want to give kids a little bit of a rest, but same time, sometimes too much rest.
I think you need to give them just enough to drag the field, get the field ready, and they're not going to take infield, outfield again.
You wouldn't think.
They've already played a full game.
Ball high.
This game's been on hyper speed.
His first pitch was about 10:30.
10:29 is what
Ball
Kenny recorded, and it's now 11:57, so not quite 2 hours. Not quite an hour and a half yet.
Good job by Trent Williams, making him throw a strike there. After getting ahead in the count 2-0, he understands that I need to be on base to be of value to my team.
Yep. Looks at ball 3 outside. 3-1 count here.
And he's 1 ball away from doing just that.
Yep. Tying run on deck. Assuming that Williams is able to reach. He won't do it doing that. Foul ball, full count.
Some other sporting events going on close by here at Mercer. We heard the national
I
anthem
think it's
being played.
soccer.
Is it?
It looks like it.
The soccer field is
Oh, yeah, you're right. I
way
see it.
down to the east over there.
I see it right out there. You're right. It is a.
No, they're
east of
playing
where
in
we
the football stadium.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Huh. Might be something to do. That
Base
one
hit.
lifted into right. That'll be a single.
That was a great at-bat right there.
Yeah, it was. Worked the count full and then lifted into right field. Cade Johnson comes to the plate. He will be the tying run.
So that's only the 4th hit of the day for Edmund Burke. Sloan has really mowed him down. But good time for it if you're a Spartan fan to have a runner on here with 1 out.
A home run would tie it, but like we said, it'd be
Another
very
base hit.
impressive. That's another base hit. Runners on first and second now. And we will go back to the top of the order. Clutch single on the first pitch for Cade Johnson. That'll go back to Mason Boswell. He is 0 for 3, reached on an error, struck out, and sacrificed in the top of the 5th. And we will have a mound visit here. Coach coming out to see Garrett Sloan.
I don't know if you take him out here. I mean,
No, I would not. He's only given up 5 hits. and
I don't
2 of
know
them
what
come
his
in this
pitch
inning.
count is, but yeah, I think you stick with him if you can.
he's pitched pretty well, but right now it's almost like Edmund Burke has changed their approach, Brant. They're going to the right side. They understand they have not been able to get around on his fastball, so just hit it outside and go to the right field, and that's what they've done. Can they keep it up, though? That's the question.
Yep. Mason Boswell trying to prevent himself from taking a loss. He is the starting pitcher in this game. He was pulled. I don't know where he is now. I have not registered that, but he is the leadoff man. Looks at a ball high.
He's still got good velocity. I don't know how many pitches he's got left, but yeah, I think that Sloan at this point is probably your best option to keep the season alive. You're up 3-1.
that ball in there over the plate. Strike one, 1-1.
Yeah, nobody warming up in the bullpen down there for Terrell, but then again, it could be another position player who they could go to, so you never know. Inside, almost hit him.
What about a bunt right here? Look how far the third baseman's playing back.
That could be. You never know. I mean, it worked for Terrell in the last inning. They bunted it hard that way and forced the defense to try to make a play, and it worked out.
That one slapped. That's going to get through, and that'll score a run. Maybe. Throw to the plate is up the line. Not in time. Trying to take third. He will not take it.
That's not a smart play.
Nope. Do not want to get the second out at third, but that's one run in.
Good job by Terrell. I thought that high throw was going to allow the runner to move up, but a good job of cutting him off.
That's a huge second out, though.
Yeah,
Yep,
I mean, because now you just got a runner at first base.
Yeah, you're tying runners at first instead of third.
Coach Broxton, hot. He is not pleased with that one at all. And he was out by a good 15 feet.
Yep.
Ooh, man.
I think
you
they
can see on the bottom of your screen on that last replay there, he was halfway down the line, and he was not happy.
The runner at second, I think, thought that the ball was going to be overthrown because it came in high, but.
So now 2 outs.
That run won't mean anything if
The approach,
Jalen Glisson can't get on base here.
The approach for Glisson has to be the same, though. Force him to throw strikes because if you get a walk, you get a runner in scoring position. But he swings at it anyways.
Ball popped foul. Liked it. Couldn't get a hold of it.
Man.
A home run ends it, though, in a state championship for Edmund Burke. But an out forces it to this a high-stakes situation.
This is what you want out of your state championship game.
Ooh,
that one on the outside. That one
Outside.
outside, I guess.
Yeah, he pointed outside.
Yep.
We're off to the left a little bit slightly from where the
right
behind
behind
the plate.
home plate. Pretty good seating from up here.
that's going to
That
get
ball.
down.
It will get down. That'll be a single. Runner's going to go to third.
And that would have scored the tying
Yep.
run.
And I'm sure that's exactly what Coach Broxton's thinking, too. So Sloan, all of a sudden, getting hit around just a little bit here in the bottom of the 7th inning. He's been dominant.
Runners at the corners. 2 outs.
You watching the Terrell coach pacing down
Well,
there?
he was outside. He was almost to the grass. So
A base hit ties it. An out forces a game 3.
to get the third.
That one inside just about hit him. Good stop by the catcher.
I think he thought it did hit him. I think he thought it hit his jersey.
The home plate umpire's like, no, get back in the box.
Trying to get a wide shot here just so you can see the runners at first and third base.
Just in case we have a play at the plate, and then we can zoom in on the action at home plate.
Oh!
That ball is crushed into right field. Going back, and he makes the catch.
Wow.
Oh, man.
What
Holy cow. He made a sliding
what a
grab.
play.
And Terrell Academy forces a high-stakes game 3. What a game this was, man. Hour and a half is all it took. But what a game we just watched.
Man, that is quite a way to end it there.
That was-
Sliding on the warning track.
That saved the entire shebang for Terrell.
Yeah, that
Because if he doesn't make that play, Edmund Burke scores.
ties up the game at least. And as far deep and right as that ball was,
Wow.
He hit
it's
that
very
315.
possible, that Glisson might have scored from first, especially the way that
Oh, no
the
doubt.
right-
2
the-
outs.
Well,
they're
you
running.
know what Coach Broxton's thinking.
Oh, yeah,
though.
you're right,
If-
absolutely.
If we don't get thrown out at third there
That's
with
a
the
sac
things.
fly at the lead.
No.
Yep.
A sack fly, but probably scores the winning run after
yeah,
the
you're
previous
right.
hit.
Well, it would have been tied already,
That's what I'm saying.
and that was a sac fly,
Yeah.
and that wins it.
Yep, absolutely. But not to be. Terrell Academy takes game 2, 3-2. What a game, man. What a game.
yeah, so
Great pitching, key hits and key times. And
keep yourself posted. We'll be updating the Facebook feed for GISA as to when we'll go on. It will not be a 1:30 start. It'll be before then. So Terrell Academy comes out. They win 3-2 in an exciting fashion and force a Game 3 as we'll head to Game 3 shortly. Again, keep posted on Facebook. We'll try to keep you updated as the new start time. And we'll go to a Game 3 here in this AA series. So for Brant Daughtry, Kenny Kofer, I'm Brett Taylor saying so long from Ortho Georgia Park on the campus of Mercer University. Terrell Academy forces a Game 3 right here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.